everyone, and welcome to Tracy Chan's Gaming. Today we are playing Unturned, and it is episode 5. However, this is not going to be a normal Let's Play. This is going to be an update. There is an update to the game, so I'm going to read that in a moment, and there's also an update for the series that I'm going to discuss at the end of demonstrating the update. So let's get right to it, shall we? Here on this part, it has update notes, and they added a bunch of guns. Well, actually, I might as well read it to you. Russian survivors have recovered a key military storage depot housing a huge arsenal of Russia's finest weapons, and have begun shipping them out to share with the Coalition. Starting today, Coalition airdrops now contain the first half of these newly uncovered weapons. Next week, the second half should be ready for deployment. The additions: there is a Teklovoka, that's like slaughter, that's almost completely unpronounceable, a Vunya, a Bulldog, and a calling card. I'm not going to go through the improvements or the tweaks, because that's just, well, let me see here now. Improvements. Improved road verticals flagged with ignore terrain to be placeable on objects. So in other words, pretty much it's mostly removed control panel models and variety. In other words, it's more of the editing end. This looks like they put the improvements for. So yeah. Well, anywho, let's hop in. I'm going to go to my server, which is also part of the news. No, I'm not opening up one to the public. I am switching the series over to my server because I have it set up a little bit differently. It's set up, well, it may be used in the future for public, but I'd actually have to get myself a source, a host, because my poor computer wouldn't be able to handle that. But at the moment, excuse me, at the moment, I'm just planning on switching the series over to this because this is set on an easier mode but still has all the zombies in it and has the loot upped a little bit. I'm planning on retiring this series shortly. It's not going to go into full retirement. I am purchasing a bunch of new games, and I'm kind of 50-50 if I want to retire it or not. I might just continue it. And if I continue it, then that means I'd have 7 games to make at a time, and that means every single day of the week would be something different. So I'm kind of tempted to do that, but until I make up my mind on this, I am going to take the next few episodes and play them on this server, because it's set up a little bit easier, and I predominantly want to show the sandbox aspect, as I was trying to tell you. And dying every 10 seconds to zombies and losing all my loot and having to sit there and pretty much tell everybody, hold on, let me take the next 4.5 hours to get everything back so I can continue to play, is a little bit annoying. And I was going to save all this until the end of the video, but I might as well just start with that right now and just get that out of the way. However, yeah, that's pretty much how the series is going to go down, is I'm going to go switch it over to single player, server side, a lot easier so that I can be able to do a lot more demonstration. The other idea is when I do reinitialize the series in the future, there's a few friends that want to play this with me. So instead of it being just single player, it'd be more of a multiplayer base. And it would be more interesting to have other people involved instead of me just running around all over the place like an idiot trying to get things done while dying horribly and having no backup whatsoever for anything. So that's predominantly the goal. Now, these things are dropped down by airdrops. And I'm not seeing a single plane in the sky. Well, another fun part about it being the server is I can do this. And here they come. Wow, that's a lot of planes. I think that's the largest amount I've ever spawned so far. Ooh, they're dropping them all over the place. Well, I hope we actually get what we need. Okay, come on down. Come on down. Wow, every single spot on this map. Oh, wow. If I was over there, I'd be getting like 5 of them in a row or something. That's utterly ridiculous. Any of them coming down over here? 1. Really? There better be a lot more than just 1. I spawned in all of those airplanes and I only get 1? Oh, there comes another one. Okay. Still, I only got 2. Whoever the heck would have been over there would have been really super lucky. Oh, they sound weird when they land. Alrighty, now. There's the bulldog. And this is the Tekalovka. There's a magazine for the calling card. There's the Vonya. And a bulldog magazine. Now, the rest of them are not in here. I'm going to have to summon more planes. Aw, they're not in there. I'm going to have to go summon more planes. Oh well, that's easy enough to do. Give me 1 second. More planes, more planes. I think this is the fun way to do this, instead of just spawning them in. I feel like I'm about to be bombed. Makes me a little bit nervous, actually. Well, I see 1. Let's wait for that one to drop. And while that one's dropping, we might as well go over these ones. Now this is the bulldog. Apparently it has an auto mode. Let's see, what other modes does it have? A semi. So this is auto and semi. And honestly, it looks more like an Uzi. That's the word I'm thinking of. It looks very much like an Uzi. Let's give this a test, shall we? Oh, it sort of walks about everywhere. Okay, let's put it on semi. Oh, wow, look at the stack I got over here. I don't know how I'm supposed to get to them. Aww. Gimme. Gimme. Ugh. Oh. Well, that helps. Alrighty. Now, that is a Vanya. And that... Really? I have something to say about that, but I'm going to do so after I get done demonstrating the rest of these. That's just funny. That's absolutely hilarious. Okay, so this is the Bulldog. Now we're going to test out its single shot feature. Oh, wow. I don't know if it's just weaker or what, but that actually took quite a few shots to actually accomplish what I needed it to do. Yeah, one shot does not take things out with this. So this is definitely better as on full auto. Okay. Let's see. Next gun. And I can't do that. Oh no. Okay. Looks like I'm having an entire wagon train behind me. Okay, drop this. Run. Equip this. And test it. First things first. It looks like it only has a semi-mode. Ooh. That's not too terrible. Okay. Well, this one's actually pretty decent. It's very similar to a pistol, apparently. But honestly, I think it'd be more of one of the weaker guns. What did they even classify it as? Apparently it's classified as a rare, but it's definitely one of the more weaker guns that I've messed around with. Now this looks more like AK-12, or an AK-74. Not an AK-47, but definitely an AK-74 or an AK-12. It definitely has that look and appearance about it. Now it has a semi. Only a semi? Oh wow! Which means you must be like a sniper variety. I'm gonna have to try playing with one of these and decking it out. Okay, let's see if I can find some more zombies. More zombies. Oh, zombies. Oh, hello. That's interesting. When I fire a shot, all the other zombies seem to mark for some unknown reason. I don't know if you've noticed that, but hold on. See that? I don't know if that's a bug or what, but it looked like a whole bunch of marker areas. But that was definitely very weird. This actually seems like a very efficient rifle, though. I kind of like it. I'd love to test it out with a scope and see exactly how it works. Okay, so that was that one. And okay, I went through all three of them. Now it's time for this one. And this one has a story. Ooh, story time. Yay! Now, they call this the calling card. However, it is actually, in reality, the Papa Shah. The Papa Shah was created during the Second World War, and it's actually not a very good gun. I mean, it's okay, don't get me wrong, but it walks about more than a Thompson does. It uses the same exact rounds as that the Mosin does. Or not the Mosin, the rifle, but Mosin, the pistol. So that actually I find kind of interesting that they decided to include this. But calling this Russia's best is actually kind of funny, because these things were retired back in the 50s when they started making the Kalashnikov. Okay, so this has an auto, safety. Oh, it only has an auto. I don't think I've run into a weapon that has only an auto. That's actually kind of intriguing. Oh, wow, do you have some walkabout. And you eat through ammo like crazy, too. Looks like the best way to use it is probably by tapping. Yeah, but it's still using 2 rounds even if you tap it. Okay. Let's check range on this thing. That's kind of ridiculous. Well, I guess it makes sense. They actually did kind of do that right. Because of the Papa Shah, in reality, the gun itself is better for close range than long distance because it technically is using pistol rounds. And they're not exactly the greatest since the pistol rounds were designed for a gun that had a gas seal. Ah! It also has very unpredictable walkabout. Like, okay. Let me see if I can give a good example here. Reload this. And I am going to just hold it straight forwards, and I'm just going to hold the button down. It's like you have to pull it manually to one side or the other in order to keep it steady at all. Well, that looks like that is the demonstration of all the weapons that they added to the game. And he said that this is half of them. So if there's 4 that's currently released, then that means there's obviously 4 more on the way. Or at least that's what I would estimate. So definitely keep an eye out for them. However, I believe this is going to be the end of this video. This video is mostly to inform you that I am switching up the channel a little bit, and also to showcase these new guns. It's not too terrible. What sort of ammunition do you take, by the way? Oh, wow! Low caliber civilian grade. So in other words, it's a machine gun that uses civilian ammo. That is intriguing. I think this is probably going to be my favorite machine gun. 60 rounds inside a drum, too, is not bad at all. But, back to the topic that I have at hand. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please leave a like, and if you are not a part of the channel, please subscribe. Thank you for enjoying the video, and have a nice day.